You know, every day is a new day. Every day is a learning experience. At least I think so. If I don't learn something, I might as well just give up. What's over? Dang it, left my pocket knife in the basement, I think. Yeah, the little woman's not here. She'll never know. Anyway, one of my ham buddies came by. It's kind of interesting. He's blown up his 2-meter mobile twice now. I'm going to put it back together for him. And the first time he blew it up, I told him, I said, you know, you may want to check your cabling and stuff, or, you know, ohm out your antenna and stuff, make sure it's working. You might have a short or something. It's in his mobile, it's in his truck. And like always, oh, yeah, it'll be fine. I'll look into it. So a week later, he's back. And he had a little jumper in there. I want to show you this. This is pretty scary. This is a double gotcha. First off, he's got, I don't know where he got this. I think the dollar store. Anyway, it's got 2 connectors. Of course, no 2 are the same. This one, obviously, somebody put on there, although they didn't do a really great job. The little holes aren't soldered. This is a PL259, in case you're wondering. And the reducer isn't tight. This was probably plated. This really caught my eye. This is... how I can show that to you. This is the end. It's not soldered. There's the wire. This thing here, I think, I hate to tell you what I think this is. No, it is not what I thought it was. Okay. It appears to be some kind of piece of metal. What somebody's done is they apparently didn't know how to solder, and they jammed that in there. And I just took a chunk out of it. What I thought it was a pencil lead that somebody had just jammed in there and broke off. I was trying to sort of get this out of there, but it's, I don't know what the hell that is. It's somewhat fragile. It does appear to be some kind of metal. It almost looks like pot metal, or what they call white metal. It's probably a bolt or a screw or something. I was going to see if the camera will focus here. See how it's just jammed in between there and pinched the connector, or the center conductor. So this is a wreck. So I gave him a new jumper and sent him on his way, and told him, you know, I said, obviously you didn't check that. Oh, I've been busy. I said, well, that's not an excuse. This end interested me too. I actually hooked this up and was playing with it, and amazingly enough, this end wasn't causing me trouble. It was this end. I could move it and it would crackle, make the radio crackle like the antenna was coming and going. And I looked at this and I thought it was some goofy factory crimped in. I couldn't figure out how it was put on there. And I got to looking at it, and these little knurls caught my eye. And what this is it's a kind of a screw-on rigmarole. I think you sort of thread that on, and then this shiny part pushes on the center conductor that's bent over. Yeah, that's a real solid connection. And actually you can see it in there as soon as the camera focuses. That white part that's different colored in the middle is the dielectric, and they just bend that over, and then you pull that all down in there and screw this in, and it was kind of loose. I tightened it, and then the radio started working. So I don't worry, you know. This is why I never get anything done. And to be really mean and ornery, well, he paid for the parts and some of my labor to fix this, and he did bring some tokens by to appease me, meager as they may be. But just to be a kind of a smart ass, I asked him, I said, what are you going to do when I die? You won't be able to fix these things. Basically, I just wanted to get him out of my hair because I was busy doing something else. He did bring this by, though. He meant well. This is some kind of three-way switch for a beam and a ground plane and auxiliary. It's probably a CB radio rigmarole. It's the Phase 2. Oh, this caught my eye. What this little tail is. And this really caught my eye. Oh, dang it. What's this? It's plastic and it actually pushes in. So here at my house, we take things apart. And I took this apart and this blew me away. This is a little coil, pickup coil for the antenna. And actually that's through. It's the light bulb goes through. Now that might be a fuse or something. And then there's a little choke there, or an attempt at choke. And then, see, this is all. Wow, that is really roached. Something bad happened there. This other thing is a pickup. You see it goes. It's probably a pickup for a frequency counter. Because I don't know too many, or a test equipment, maybe a station monitor or something. I don't know, pretty scary. I don't know what that, let's find out. I don't know what that light is. It's an 18, it's a focus, you piece of junk. 1898, 92. Weird, wonder how many watts this was good for. Actually, the switch looks like it might be silver plated. It's a kind of a nice switch. Something bad happened here. I don't know. It's just some useless junk. But like I said, it caught my eye. I guess I could use it for a receiver. I don't know if I'd trust that for a transmitter. Switching antenna switches worry me a little bit. I personally don't use them. It doesn't mean they're bad. I just don't use them. Except on receivers. And my idea of an antenna switch is a 1909 Frankenstein knife switch. Call me funny. I don't know. I use patch cables like the phone company used to use, old patch boards. Not the 1/8 inch or the 1/4 inch phone jacks. They used to have these video patch cables. They're gold plated and they're pretty indestructible. I've had very good luck with them. There are some other ones too. There are 50 ohm and 75 ohm ones, so if you're going to use those kinds of things, you'll need to look into that a little bit, although I don't think it's critical. So there you go. There's the janky coax jumper that baffles people with ham amateur radio licenses. I do have to admit, I was trying to think. I guess when I started out, I was a little curious about that stuff. But I guess I always asked a question, or if someone gave some advice, I took it to heart, because it seemed like what they were really doing was trying to save you some grief. You know, it seemed like to me it was some lesson that they had learned. And, you know, they were trying to save you some trouble. Anyway, you know, check your connections. That apparently doesn't goes on deaf ears. This must have been on a wall or something. No, I probably had a pegboard in the shop or something. I don't know. There we go. Okie dokie. Well, on to bigger and better things. Take it easy.